Hello and welcome to Beauty by Gabby. Today's makeup is a sweet and simple Valentine's Day look. It's cute and easy for folks that prefer low-key makeup but is still very romantic. Let's get started. First, I'm going in with the Becca First Light Priming Filter so I can even out my skin tone and give my foundation a nice glowy base. Next up, I'm going in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I'm only going to use a little bit, and I'm focusing on areas where my pores are the biggest, so that's around my nose, forehead, and chin. Then I'm going to put some under my eyes to fill in some of the lines around that area. I'm also going to put some on my acne scars where I'm going to spot conceal later. Now I'm using the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Water, and I'm going to use a little bit of this and mix it with a little moisturizer from It Cosmetics. This foundation is already pretty lightweight, but I wanted to go with an extra dewy, natural, and hydrated finish for the skin for this look. Now I'm just making a little tinted moisturizer cocktail on the back of my hand and dotting it all over the face. So to blend my foundation out, I'm using the Juno microfiber sponge because this mix is already pretty sheared out from the moisturizer and I didn't want it watered down to nothing with a regular sponge. Also, this sponge doesn't soak up foundation, so it gives me the coverage I want in this look. Next, I'm going to use whatever's left over on my hands and just smear it under my jawline so I can just blend out the color down to my neck. Now I'm going to conceal with the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. I'm only using a tiny bit under my eyes and around my nose and acne scars because a little bit of this concealer goes a really long way. I'm going to use my finger to blend it out, and I'm going to be really careful around my under eyes because I just want to bring a tiny bit to the inner corners to brighten them up, but I don't want to get it all over the eyelids. Now I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side, so I'm going to speed up the video here. Now I'm just pressing the concealer in to prevent any creasing. Next up, I'm going in with this cream highlighter from Colourpop and applying it to the high points of my face. I have some unblended concealer on my cheek and it's driving me crazy to look at. But just ignore it. I'll blend it out at some point. Unless you blend it out with a sponge? Nope, false alarm. Even looked at it, still didn't blend it out. It's fine, we're all fine. Finally notice it and accidentally flip the camera off. My bad, not my intention. Now we're gonna hit up the nose and Cupid's bow for some highlight too. Now we're going to make the eyes look as big as possible, but also doing that as naturally as possible. So I'm starting off by tightlining the upper lash line with some black eyeliner. Now that the lashes look fuller, I'm going to add another step and put some nude eyeliner in my waterline to make my eyes look even bigger, because this is a very doe-eyed romantic look. And I'm just curling my lashes as usual. Now I'm going in with some waterproof mascara so I can really keep that curl. And for this eye look, I'm really trying to go for a feathery lashes kind of look, so trying to get them really spread out and wispy looking. Next up, I'm using this cool toned pink blush Subtil, and I'm applying it in circular motions with a Morphe stippling brush. I like to take my blush pretty high up the cheekbones because I think it's more flattering for my very round face shape. So, tip for any of you other round face people out there. Now I'm using a very natural powder highlight, and we're going to go back to the eyes and continuing to make them big and sparkly and romantic. So I'm highlighting the inner corners and just the center of my lid. I feel like this makes the eyes look a little rounder as opposed to when you do an all over shimmer look. I'm just kind of gently patting that highlight on the center of my lid so it's not like I just plopped highlight in one spot, and hitting up the brow bones so that you can't really see that much on camera, and the cupid's bow. Now I'm going to go in with this Milani lipstick, and I feel like Plum Rose fits the shade description really well. It's also cool tone, so I think it goes well with the blush. So what I'm going for is a really soft, blotted, just kissed look, so I'm going to use my finger a lot to lighten the color, and I think by repeating this step you get a lot more of a lip stain look, which is nice for color longevity. I'm also going to take a little bit of what's left on my finger and just dab it on my cheeks to use as blush. So next, since I'm going for that blotted lip Korean makeup style popsicle stains look, I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer around the outside of my lips and then just pat that in with a sponge. I think it's a little hard to see on camera, but it makes a really nice faded gradient on the lips. Now I'm just concentrating the color on the inner parts of my lips. Now I'm just going to lightly powder where mostly we put the concealer, so I'm not too shiny and the makeup lasts longer. Finally, I am melting all of the makeup in together with my skin and locking it in for the day. So this is the finished makeup look, and I know I said romantic about 20 times in this video, but I think it is romantic and it's easy, and I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. Thanks for watching. Bye.